Well, time now for a look at what else happened in politics today. The Treasury Board President Anita Anand announced plans today to expand early retirement for frontline workers. Anand says the government will introduce legislation in the fall. It would allow federal public service employees, including border officers, paramedics, and firefighters, to retire after 25 years of service.
These proposed changes will provide consistency to how the pension plan recognizes the demanding nature of day-to-day duties for these occupational groups who have an absolutely critical role in promoting and protecting the safety and security of the population of our country.
PSAC President Sharon D'Souza celebrated the news in a statement saying, quote, "After years of being treated like second-class workers, this legislation will offer a dignified retirement to thousands of frontline workers." This morning, Defense Minister Bill Blair announced Canada will be sending more military aid to Ukraine. Canada will send 2,300 rocket motors, 29 remote weapon systems, and 130,000 rounds of surplus small arms ammunition. Minister Blair also announced 4 Canadian-made ambulance vehicles are on their way to Ukrainian forces. Blair making that announcement while in Belgium for a meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group. NDP MP Nikki Ashton held a press conference in Ottawa this morning. Ashton calling on the government to investigate charities who are allegedly funneling donations to support Israeli military operations. But reporters were more interested in asking the Manitoba MP about her travel expenses. A CBC report revealing Ashton billed taxpayers over $17,000 for a trip to Quebec City with her family during the holiday break in 2022. Ashton defended the trip, saying she met with stakeholders in her capacity as the NDP critic on official languages.
Well, first of all, I want to be clear. The House of Commons has very clear rules around MP travel, and the House of Commons also very much recognizes the work of MPs involves their critic areas, not just their constituencies, but also their critic areas, and that work involves travel, meeting with stakeholders, engaging with stakeholders that are connected to both our constituencies and our critic area.
But when asked to name the people with whom she met, Ashton would not say. And finally, NDP MP Laurel Collins has introduced a bill aiming to make it easier to qualify for disability benefits.
So what it would be is if you qualify for a provincial program, so you've gone through that process, you've gone to the doctor, you've filled out the form, you've gotten acceptance from your provincial program, it means that you do not have to go through any of those steps for the federal government. You're automatically eligible. So we've heard from so many people in my community, but also in communities across Canada, that those added steps are barriers.
The bill would cover a number of federal programs to support people with disabilities. They include the Disability Tax Credit and the Canada Disability Benefit, a program just announced by the Trudeau Liberals in the last federal budget. But that has been widely criticized by disability advocates for giving too little.